Season 4, Week 8, PMA LCS, with POPO's Pecking Order versus Codename Carries Next Door. My name is Gurg7, going to be the Thunderbolt soon. Very excited for this game tonight. With me, I have Dumb, Dumber, and Dumbest. That's for all of you to decide which is which out of these three here.
I know which one I am.
But I got Fudgy Ditters, Mouse Cop, now Midnight Wisps, and the one and only Opie. So we got an 80 carry bonanza up in here tonight.
And then one support for all of us.
And then one support, yep.
I've seen a couple of videos online like this, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness. Anyway. So this match, get started here in a second, but has pretty big playoff implications. Carries next door, winning this one. I think if they 2-0, they guarantee themselves a bye. I don't know.
I think they're already guaranteed.
I think if they 0-4, there's still a chance. But PPO also fighting for a potential bye in the first round of the playoffs, but primarily a playoff spot at this point, as pretty much every other team is in the league. Oh, they are guaranteed a bye? Well, never mind then. So maybe we might see some memey stuff here.
Yeah, because I mean, what are there 4 teams right now that are 7-7?
Hey.
And then an 8-6, a 6-8, and a 5-9. So it's like it's so close in the middle there. So we'll see. It's definitely up to Popos to win these games, for them to have any sort of hopes to get out there. Yeah.
One of you gents be willing to do a timer here? Thanks, Mouse Cop.
Wait, that wasn't. Oh well.
Well, alright, we have bans going pretty quickly already off the bat, though. Vel'Koz, Graves, both normal bans against those champions. Morgana, Cho'Gath as well. Just, you know, normal bans here. Nothing out of the ordinary. I really do hope we see some memey stuff here from POPO.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing some decent targeting at Panic at the Top Hat from POPO, taking away the Vel'Koz and the Veigar. And the Graves from Maya, which has been one of his stronger picks, but that does leave up some of his more threatening picks, like the Kha'Zix we've seen in the league be really impactful in the matches he's played it. Even though Kha'Zix might not be in the greatest place for solo queue, Maya has been really strong on it. And a Sivir ban, which is another PMA LCS staple at this point. For at least this season, Sivir's just been really good at engaging those team fights and giving your useless AD carry some actual utility in the game, so that they get to play League of Legends.
Yeah, just another support for the rest of the team.
Yeah, really.
Speed.
Pretty much.
Nobody in this chat's going to be salty about AD carry changes, I swear.
Alright, and then the first pick picked up a Trundle for Popo's pecking order. Probably going on Menbung there. I feel like that's a standard that he usually goes with. That or the Scorpion, but
Trundle's definitely a good all-rounder at least, and can be played top jungler support, but I would agree that Menbung, it's probably favored to go towards Menbung since he likes those jungles that can really just kind of out-duel, and he's always been kind of vocal about the Pillar being an OP ability, just like Gurg7 with the Anivia wall does similar things.
ooh.
Kindred for Maya.
That is spicy. An 80 carry in the jungle? When 80 carries are like this?
Wow.
Yikes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's been banned from him actually a couple times. I don't think we've seen Maya play Kindred at all in the split so far. So
I
And
think
they just buffed it,
I
right?
think Kindred's received like 5 consecutive buffs in a row with Riot Games trying to make her viable. And they reverted her passive this week, or one of her passives, I think, to being basically fleet footwork from reducing attack speed, instead of reducing the attack speed of the jungle monsters. So if you're a competent Kindred, which I'm going to assume that Maya is, it really means that the jungle monster does no damage to you anyways, and you're going to actually heal from the 1 or 2 hits that it can get on you while you're kiting it. So it's really, really strong.
Yep, misfortune for a Donvel over there on Carries Next Door, and then they snap lock in Braum Lucian on the side of Popo.
That's
strong
really
lane.
good for Popos.
Braum Lucian's strong, but I'd like to see Codename Carries Next Door. Yep, pick the mage support.
Yeah.
I was about to say the mage support really hurts the Braum pick, especially when it's a melee. So unless Braum and Lucian are able to get in with their dashes and really CC them, they're gonna have kind of a rough time in the lane.
Well, yeah, and Zyra is good into Braum just because you've got the slows, and even if Braum puts up the shield, Zyra can constantly poke even after that goes down. So you try and block one thing and you still get hit with everything else.
Yeah, her plants definitely offer her a lot of really consistent, strong poke damage towards the melee support, and she's just going to most likely just abuse them because ranged autos onto a Braum just feels bad, man. He has no regeneration or anything like that in his kit.
All right, and then we see the Ari and Brand bans. Yeah, I guess that Ari is also a kind of takeaway from Panic because I know he can play that, but Saurudo's played it I think a couple times more in this split. So good takeaway from it's an assassin-y mage. That's something I feel like Saurudo's pretty comfortable on. Is one of the specialties that he likes to play more often. Brand an overall insanely strong team fight pick. So nice ban out there, and then the Skarner. So they honestly think that the Trundle's going top lane then by banning the Skarner out.
Which it definitely could, but picking the Trundle early can yield it to some counter picks, like the Kindred. I think Kindred does a good job of kind of tearing through those meteor bruisers and allowing the team to survive to kind of whittle down those health bars with the ultimate. Um, and I think that Codename Carries Next Door could actually opt into a comp with low tanks. Just putting, obviously they already don't have a tank jungle or a tank support. So where is it going to go? Are they going to pick the Galio or the Swain in the mid for the mid lane? And then are they going to pick, the Ornn top, the top tank, to round out their composition? It could be good, but also it gives Trundle a good target for his ultimate. And opting for more carry potential in the top lane might have also been a good decision there.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's a really good pick overall. I mean, although the Braum can counter that really well, you block that, but right now, Codename Carries Next Door have so many things for Braum to block. You're just not going to be able to block everything.
I gotta be honest, I think the most important thing is gonna be the Ornn ultimate.
Yeah.
You gotta stop him from getting onto you, right? Well before the misfortune can really do anything. The Mundo pickup
yeah.
from POPO. That's a spicy pick, but I have to assume that that's top. It could be a
Yeah,
jungle Mundo,
it's
but
definitely going to be top lane.
jungle Mundo has gotten nerfed pretty heavily over the last couple patches. So yeah, top lane Mundo into the Ornn.
Honestly, Mundo does pretty well into Orange just because he is so beefy, and with your E, you actually do a lot of trade damage back to Ornn, even through the shield. So if Mundo can get some good trades off, Mundo can kind of take over the lane because even if you get an Ornn ult coming out, Mundo's just going to heal through at 6 is just going to heal through any damage that Ornn can put out. So I think that's a good counter to that, and they don't really have unless Misfortune goes for the crit attack speed build, you don't really have any super consistent damage for Mundo. You have a lot of burst damage with the Misfortune ult, the Zyra ult, and everything else like that, but you don't have that consistent DPS, I would say.
So far, it looks like their best shot's going to be the Kindred actually doing
Yeah.
maybe a more attack speed oriented build with the yellow jungle item that does the it's a little less meta than Warrior right now, but I forget what it's exactly called, but the yellow jungle item that gives you damage on hit for a percentage of max health, I think, or current health.
Blood Razor?
No, I forget what it is actually, but someone in the chat will tell me that I'm a big dummy. But the Vladimir being the last pick for Codename Carries Next Door. Codename Carries Next Door opting for a really standard kind of team fight composition there, it looks like. While POPO is definitely looking for the counter here with a diving Echo, a Mundo to kind of give their DPS something to do while Braum, Lucian, and Echo try and get in on them. So it's definitely an interesting sort of matchup.
Yeah, and then you'll have to watch out for the Vladimir trying to take over, but Popo's got a lot of dive. They don't have a whole lot of wave clear. So like if Conan carries next door try to siege, you got Echo Q and Mundo Cleaver or Lucian ult, but other than that, there's not a whole lot of actual wave clear. So I think that's what Conan carries next door are going to be looking to do: just pressure, try and siege up, get some towers, get that advantage, and then turn that into other objectives like Dragon Baron and just keep pushing that advantage, because I do think they'll have the early lead at least.
I think Popo's definitely looking out kind of to maybe kite out some of these engages from carries next door, with using that Braum shield to block the Ornn ultimate, and then trying to knock up the Misfortune ult with the Braum, and do some sort of disengage things with their composition, while all the while maybe poking with the Mundo or with the Lucian ult if they can, and avoiding getting caught by any sort of Zyra CC that they might fall prey to. I think Popo definitely has the harder to execute composition here. I wouldn't say that. I think the Echo pick is actually a really good one too. Even though he lacks wave clear, he has a really good team fight pressure into the Misfortune, which is almost countered by the Kindred in some ways, but it could be used to bait out the ultimate. We'll see how it plays out in game here pretty soon as we enter the Champions League.
Yeah, and I really like the Braum Lucian bot lane. My only worry about the Lucian is that it being so short range, and you having Kindred who's got dashes, Misfortune who can just sit back and ult, Zyra who can like root you from a distance, and then Vladimir who's just running at you. It's so short ranged, you can get caught out and burst down so easy. So it's going to be hard for Jabberman to position really well, but I think it's going to come more down to how well Super Kami can position in those fights. What can he block with his shield? What if he can block the Ornn ult and maybe some of the MF ult all at the same time? That would be insane. I don't know if that'll I don't know if you'd even be able to do that at all, but I think it's going to come down to positioning for Popos. If they can position well in fights, they can win it. But
yeah, absolutely. If Braum can get in between the Vladimir AoE and the Lucian, it makes a huge difference. Even though that Vladimir AoE got nerfed recently, it's still pretty good. It's still one of the main. It's still his main burst ability. So, but it is blocked by tanks, by minions, by all that stuff. So if the Lucian's able to get behind the Braum and the Braum's able to play it well, we might be able to see them kite out a fight and take down the Ornn and Vladimir and move on to the backline. But the hope is, I think, is that the backline will be heavily distracted by what's going on with the Echo and the Trundle hopefully diving.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's going to be hard for Echo to get there, because you've got to go through a Vladimir and you've got to go through an Ornn, and then hopefully Maye is going to be more trying to stay in the middle there, so you can ult to save if Echo somehow is able to get to the Zyra or to the MF. Because Echo can one-shot them once you start getting a late game. But if you can get there and be that in between and hit an ult on anybody who's about to die, that right there can stop so much of Popo's plans, because Echo's just a lot of burst, and if you stop that burst and then you can turn back onto the Echo, it's going to be hard for them to do any sort of meaningful damage.
I think that a strength of Popo's comp could be just trying to play the map and split, and not necessarily take fights versus that team, and just have your Trundle or your Echo or both, if they're ahead, try to get in the side lane, and just kind of kite back fights with Braum, Lucian, Mundo as their three. And because after the Ornn, if they stuff the Ornn engage with the Braum ult, they don't really have any way to get onto their team if they can just kite them back. So that might be a strategy for Popo, because I think that Carries Next Door has definitely the stronger team fight if they just run 5 and 5 at each other. But I think that if Popo plays it smart, that they can still do some stuff against it.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost. Sorry, go ahead, Greg.
Hey, what's up, boys? So I think Braum is super crucial for Popo's success. Like, Braum can prevent Misfortune ultimates. Braum can prevent Poke from Zyra. Braum is pretty much their main form of engage. You know, they have tanks, but there's not really hard CC necessarily. So really, I think that team plays largely around Braum. If Braum's able to get ahead early with the Lucian, if they're able to get those early kills, block those Misfortune ults, you know, that's really their win condition there. But I agree with pretty much everything else that was said. The one thing I think will be interesting is the matchup of the Kindred, to see if Popo is able to react to the, you know, spot.
I was
I
gonna
think
say,
Greg's
did we lose
cutting
Greg?
out there, but I think he's gonna say react to the marks of the
Yeah,
Kindred on the
that's
the
what I was
enemy
gonna
jungle,
say.
and then... Okay, sorry we lost you.
No, it's alright, I'm back.
Yeah. Thank God I was actually listening to you for once, Greg.
Just never in an actual game of League of Legends.
No, just flame in an actual game, please.
Alright, so who do you guys think is gonna win? We'll start with dumbest Fudgy.
Oh, wait, I said I knew who I was. I didn't say I was the dumbest. Well, I think that I have to give it to Carries Next Door because their composition is just so clean and easy to execute. I think their one failing is if their consistent damage falls behind, the Mundo could wreak havoc on that team. The Mundo and the Trundle. That's the main worry is if those tanks on the side of Popo can get ahead, Carries Next Door can do it. But from what I've seen from Maye, he's not one to fall behind, and I think Codename Carries Next Door is going to take this one into the W.
All right. What about you, Midnight Wisps?
I think Carries Next Door takes it. But I think that there's definitely a world where Popo can do it. It's just that Carries Next Door has the more take the game and run away with it type comp, and it's like what you said, a lot easier to pull off.
And Opie.
Yeah, it's basically same thing. Codename Carries Next Door have a really good comp. And with Maye, I think trying to lead the charge in the jungle and try and get ahead, I think it's going to be really hard for the rest of them to keep up. And I think it's very easy for them to like roam and get those early plays off to snowball the game.
You know, I'm going to go with Popo. I think that a big advantage they'll have in late game is they'll have a massive tank in Mundo, and Trundle will be able to steal all of Orin's tankiness and become tanky himself with his build path. And if you look at CNCND's team, Vladimir is not really a tank, you know, necessarily destroying champion, and neither is Misfortune, so they're going to rely super heavily on this Kindred. But I just think that force from the side of Popo is going to be too much to deal with. You know, the late game from CNCND is a little tough, so if they get there, I think Popo, hopefully they won't throw, can take it.
What does the chat think?
Yeah.
Is that hashtag Popo or that hashtag CND?
You can post it on Twitter. Nobody will look at it, but you can do it
Just
anyway.
In the chat. Just in the chat. No one cares about your Twitter.
One of the things I like to do before PMA LCS games is count which team has more CC. And they have exactly the same amount, I think, this game. I'm counting Braum passive, his ultimate, and Echo AoE, and then the Zyra. Oh, Zyra has 2 and Ornn has 2. Codename Carries Next Door has 4. It's over. GG.
Oh, nice.
That's how these games. You'd be surprised how consistent that metric is sometimes. But in the meantime, while we have this pause and we're gathering our data to see who's going to win, we have a Find Me Alpha LCS Open tournament, July 14th, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. The cost to enter your team in is $5 per team, so $1 per player. The prize pool is going to be $50 to the winning team, plus the majority of the entry fee. The matches are best of 1, and finals are best of 3. So remember, try and sign up for that. July 14th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the start time of that PMA LCS Open tournament. Anyone can join, casted by the members of PMA LCS.
Really, it helps too if people just share it. Like if you post on your Facebook, or if you have a group of friends that you play with, or a league club that you're in that's big, post it to those and see if that can maybe do something. Who knows? Maybe you can get one of these 80 carries to be on your team, and that way you can guarantee you're not winning anything.
I doubt it. You know,
The
you're
best
probably
in
not good
the
enough.
league.
Maybe you can get all 3 of them. Oh man.
Hey, 380 is better
Fudgy's
than
been talking
one.
about mid. I don't know. Let's see.
Fudgy midders next split.
Yikes. Oh, let's hope so.
Let's
Let's
see
hope
it.
so.
Let's see it.
The best mid laner in the league. Dude. I'm hoping it would be fun. It would be fun, and it would definitely be a good meme. So, captains draft me.
Hey, if Kindred pops off this game, I'll just switch to jungle and play a marksman that's actually relevant. So.
Yeah, I
That'll be
think
fun.
it's interesting that Super Bami Buru didn't opt to go Ignite over Exhaust. I just don't think they have necessarily that burst assassin damage to justify the Exhaust, and the Ignite would be super helpful against Vlad and even Kindred. But we'll see.
I mean, I think it could be. It can be good, especially versus the Misfortune and Kindred. If Braum can get close enough, or doesn't have shield up for the Misfortunal, you just exhaust, and that cuts Misfortune's damage by a lot.
Yeah, true.
So.
I feel like though, a
can
lot
be.
of times they're gonna be saving that Braum ultimate for the Misfortune ultimate as a if they can't get the shield. If they get the shield on the Ornn ult and then are able to ult the channeling Misfortune, it destroys their damage pretty hard.
And we have an immediate pause here.
Oh God.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, boys. We're gonna pause at 29:45 ourselves.
All right. Cool. I'm just gonna watch stream. So.
All right, I'm
Hopefully
pausing
I won't
29:45. Wait, no, I'm not. It kept going.
You
Didn't let
can't.
me
You
pause.
can't pause.
We're still
pause.
going. There's no pausing. I was hoping we could get it lag free, but we are not going to.
Greg, I'm synced with you.
Thanks,
He's
friend.
uninstalling because he's boosted. Nice.
You guys think we're gonna see any invades?
It's
If
tough to say.
I mean, POPO has a good level 1.
Yeah, they do.
but there's a Braum. I mean, there's a Braum.
There's a lot to worry about though from a Zyra route coming down too. I'm not sure if she always takes that level 1 though.
I mean, you would hope that you would wait until you actually see anybody to level anything, and then if you do...
Yeah, but we're boosted, so it's probably the other ability. It's probably plants, let's be honest.
Throws the DQ at them, yes.
Yes.
This will work.
I have vision, guys.
So it seems that somebody is reinstalling their client quickly. So it looks like we're gonna be chilling on a pause for a while.
You got any elevator music for this stream?
All right. You know what we're doing? We're innovating here at PMALCS. We're getting a sketch league room going right now.
Oh, for sure.
Sketch.
I mean, think about it. If someone's reinstalling their client, how big is Gleek?
I
Probably like...
don't think he's reinstalling. I think it
It was like a
plugged
client
out and it's
repair.
repairing it.
All right, we'll give it a little bit of
Greg,
time here.
Greg, it'll definitely be a good 15 minutes.
All right, we're starting it. Worst comes to worst, we close it. Everyone, sketchleague.com/fudgy titters. No, that's not actually true. My internet is too garbage to make the room.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a PMLCS if we didn't have full client installation. You're not wrong.
Yikes.
Full client installation. Oh man.
So we have officially one hashtag in our chat to see who wins. So it's obviously Carries Next Door because
Yeah, Carries Next Door are gonna take this one.
Yep.
For sure. One hashtag. One
they
fan.
have the hashtag advantage.
How's the Lucian Braum lane into the Misfortune Zyra lane?
It's terrible.
Ugh.
I hate my life when I
Alright.
play short range AD into
How is any champion into Zyra though?
Brand is fine.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
true.
So any marksman is
Brand.
bad.
Every marksman is about the same, dude. Like, you're gonna deal no damage to her until you get like 8 items, which the game doesn't even allow. So you're literally never going to kill that Zyra.
I think that the Lucian Bromlin has a chance if they don't get poked out too heavily level 1 and 2, they can actually all in at 3 pretty well. But with Super Bami having exhaust instead of ignite, they don't have a ton of kill pressure. But I mean, after level 3, the Lucian Braum can still go on the Misfortune lane. It's just if they sit there and get poked out over and over, then it's going to be really hard for them.
Yeah, it depends a lot on their backs and their health.
Yeah.
Honestly, and Lucian does like to itemize first into lifesteal early, which could hopefully improve that sustain. Because I think he goes Blade of the Rune King now. If someone has any secret spicy sauce that they want to inform me of now, then please let me know because my Lucian play sucks. But,
Yeah.
but
Blade. You go Blade. Go Blade or you're wrong. You go crit
Blade or
Lucian,
you're wrong.
you're wrong.
yeah, okay. So Blade of the Rune King Lucian.
No, full lethality, Lucian.
Oh, okay, that is a little spicy though.
To be
You
honest,
can't go Ghost Blade into Black Cleaver.
To be honest, I'm not gonna say
Duskblade,
I've never
so
thought
good.
about Duskblade Lucian.
Oh. Yeah.
It's so
Look,
good.
I'm not
Triforce-
sponsoring that one.
Look, Triforce Duskblade Lucian.
You
Oh,
get ahead in lane,
that's-
go Duskblade,
Does that
you
sound
wait
like
in the
some
bush,
bad
and
damage
then
or
he dies.
what?
That's literally it.
I mean, Triforce would be probably okay.
Look,
like,
dude,
you know,
you look at
but-
the Zed dead in the eyes.
yeah.
You have Triforce and Duskblade. And you say, "Look at me, I am the assassin."
How can you look him in the eyes if he's behind? No,
If he's behind.
Oh my god.
True.
Yikes! Family Channel. We're not gonna finish that one.
Family
He's behind you, assassinating you. Obviously.
Assassinating.
Going-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Trying to think of what else we could see that's cheesy. AD
Definitely.
Vlad, if they're trying to lose, I guess.
What? Oh, they're gonna swap Frank to AD carry.
There we go.
The real strategy.
Yeah, Misfortune
Okay.
Zyra, that's a pretty obnoxious lane. Plus,
That is-
can you double up a Zyra plant? If you're on the enemy
well,
team.
When
If you're on
you're,
the
against,
yes.
when you're against the Zyra,
Obviously not on the
Misfortune's,
same team.
Misfortune's traditionally like the hard counter to Zyra in the AD carry role, actually.
And in the support role.
And the support role, yeah. We saw
Oh, that's
her
right.
in pro play. Taken, I think it was like a couple of Korean teams actually picked Misfortune support for like the first time. That was like the first time there was a crazy pick in bot lane. Now look at us. But she one shots all of Zyra's plants from range due to her passive, basically, and then she's also able to double up, as you said, and that's a one shot.
Oh, it was foreshadowing. So they introduced. Perfect. Marksman support. Play Ash support in your solo queue games. You will have games.
Alright, are we ready? Looks like we are ready. Huh?
Game might actually start.
Minbang is on.
My shirt.
Are we, what is our time at? Are we all at 6 seconds? Because that's what I'm.
23,
at.
22, 21. Oh
No,
yeah.
I mean
20.
on the game time at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, but like, doesn't pause
Yeah.
time matter more? Because we went pause for
Yeah,
like
pause time matters more.
12,
Guys, I can't even
11.
spectate this game because it's not outside of the 30-second window. It's been paused at 6 seconds. for so
Us
long.
go. Here we go. I think that means they're good to go. So we have our match finally starting here. After
Us
a
go.
good 8
Why
minutes,
is it
7
slowing
minutes
there?
of
I don't see
pause.
anything.
The match is not starting yet. Hey,
Yep,
both
nope,
captains
they haven't.
ready up.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, here we go. All right. So
And
invade.
they're still in base. Nothing's happened.
We've seen a lot of like topside invades, some cheesy stuff up there.
Ooh, there's pings for
Oh.
the blue side.
Popo's not invading with their Braum. Oh, okay, they might.
Ooh.
This 3-man squad.
Opos might invade the top side though. Oh.
Do they find the Ornn here? No, they're not.
Oh, they don't know. They don't know what's happening.
We're seeing the Mastery Force, man.
Yikes.
Oh, the Vlad's
Oh,
coming.
Vlad's gonna check. Vlad's gonna check. Oh no.
Oh! Oh, the
Oh,
ward. Ah, the gold.
dang.
Hey, at least
I mean, I think
they got a
it's
gold lead though.
They could still
Only
probably have started that red buff, but I guess they don't
Echo
play it safe.
10 gold lead on Frank. I think that's a good start to the game.
What? Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right.
Still makes it down to red buff in time after all of that.
So
Everybody hates on that misfortune skin, but I kinda dig it.
not hate. I just don't think it's worth the price that it's at. And Frank trying to get some poke here, or
Oh.
Zaruto trying to get some poke, and actually doing kind of even with those minions there, smacking on him too.
Bro, that's the only skin I use.
Hell yeah.
You just
I
have
mean,
to have
heck
somebody
yeah.
donate that to you.
Arcade Misfortune is so
Fans.
good though. And here comes the Trundle, sitting in the bush up here. Here comes the winner's bite, gonna land the, oh, one more stack to get the stun. They get it from the flash, the stun as well, and first blood here. Going
Wow.
over to the Braum, so, Braum, nice gank from Trundle and a good first blood.
Now that gank really helped their bottom lane. That lane gets really interesting now.
Ooh.
And tank fight in the top. Okay.
Yeah, that was a really great gank, especially when landing the Braum Q and the flash and everything. But, you know, burning the Zyra flash and some nice poke from Zawarudo here in the Echo. He burns the ignite on Panic at the top head. He's almost going to go down, having to flash away. Oh, Kindred's actually up at Menbung's blue right now, so Maye trying to get this steal. Doesn't
Totally
look
good.
like Menbung will get there in time. Oh, he's going right towards it, but I think he's going to be too late.
Oh, it
Oh, it
reset.
reset! Oh, man.
Oh, that's sad. And now
Close.
they know that Maye's there.
Kindred looks to be ganking mid right now.
Can I
Zawarudo
come
does
in
not
still?
have vision. He's going to be a little aggressive knowing Panic at the top hat is low. Here he comes. He's walking into lane. The W is going to be used for protection. It's going to get the shield from it. He's going to E out and have to flash. So in the end, nothing coming of it, but nice burning of flash. Gank from Maye.
Oh, my God, in the top lane.
Oh, the Mundo kill. Man,
StarCraft
I
is so
told
killing
you.
you right.
Yikes.
Eric, if you're watching,
You hate to see that.
you hate to see that. Yeah,
This is-
for real.
And Mundo's one of Popo's win conditions, though. Just
Yeah, for sure.
getting
Yeah.
out of range of those carries, out of like damage range. I mean, that kill's pretty huge. I'm gonna be honest.
StarCraft definitely has a history of like popping off early game and then just hardcore carrying the game.
Yeah, we had him on our team once on Shogat, and we all remember how that went.
Yeah.
And he never saw Cho'Gath again.
Yeah, well, we saw it against our team.
Oh no!
R.I.P. teams that let StarCraft have Cho'Gath.
Ooh.
Man.
Adongo
Nice double up.
executing a good double up there. I never get tired of seeing that from Misfortune. That's why I can
Oh.
play that champion all the time. She's
like-
so fun with the double up.
I like that Braum play there, just W and being like, yo, I'm going in and back him off, and they're like, no, I'm just use my stack. Gotta get the gold, man.
They can't hit you with a double up if you dash in front of it. Just remember that.
There we go.
How did StarCraft end up a level under Loverfall?
He's got a very big wave.
I guess so.
Oh, some nice damage actually here from Rafal, landing the combo. Just gonna force StarCraft to back out. Two people could catch Maye here. They don't have vision of Zawarudo. The W's coming down, but he's gonna run out of it.
Orange coming
Maye's
down
gonna
as well.
try to run
Blackbeard's
away.
kinda
This is a
collapsing.
3v2. They're still
They're
going.
gone.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, in the
the
bottom
bot
lane,
The pool.
what the
Yuramoose
heck
dies.
happened? Super Bomby Brew, just 2-0. Who's the carry in this lane?
Unfortunately, we didn't catch that.
Obviously not the marksman.
Obviously not
Someone-
the Marks.
someone want to, Someone want to give us a go look back and look at a recap?
Yeah, so basically what happened was Super Bomby Buru like dashed in, got a Q onto Yuramoose, and with no flash on the Zyra was just dead because you get the Lucian procs from Braum and it's just over. Yeah, and they didn't have to use any summoners either, so Jabberman and Super Bomby have all 4 of their summoners.
Super Bomby Brew, missing the execute on the cannon minion. Ouch.
You hate to see that.
You hate to see that.
So
Kindred.
this game is going exactly how Popo wants it to go, I think.
Yeah,
They really
they-
needed this early advantage.
Getting ahead and trying to really execute on the onto the bottom lane and the top lane. Really just trying to kind of keep it together here in the mid lane, it looks like. Zalrudo's falling a little bit behind the Vladimir in CS due to some of the jungle pressure that Maya is putting out.
Of course, POPO can still throw.
It's never off the table.
Always there.
StarCraft engaged pretty hard onto Rafal here. Throwing those cleavers, Rafal landing a lot of damage. StarCraft actually taking a little low during the trade, decides to back off.
Yeah, I think he just underestimated the amount of damage Rafal would be able to bring back to him there.
I think part of it's that he's underestimating the damage he's doing to himself with the Burning Agony. I see that ability actually costs quite a bit of HP. It feels very significant on him. And I didn't think he was getting a whole lot of value out of it. I feel like Masochism and Cleavers is the way to go when you're trading like that outside of minions.
Honestly, once the Mundo gets that low, that's when Or needs to just full-on engage ult him once he's that low. Because StarCraft's just trying to bait out a fight, but once you're that low as a Mundo and you have to ult, you lose more health.
Kindred stack here at the raids. They see her, here they come. The Braum Q is gonna land. Maya's just trying to run away. The nice play.
Flash away.
Oh, wait, they're still going though. No, he's gonna get
Vladimir's a
out.
balanced champion. That's all I'm gonna say about that one.
Yeah.
Oh, Rafal trying to make the combo. Here comes the call of the Forge God. It's gonna be used, and Rafal's actually gonna pick up a kill.
The
Wow.
ultimate from StarCraft is just a little late there, dealing a little too much damage to himself, letting him be burst down by the ultimate from Rafal.
Yeah,
It's pretty rough.
just when you're that low, because your ultimate, yes, heals you up so much, but your everything costs health to gain health.
Really,
And
really great return kill. I mean that's talk about POPO having an ideal early game. Horn getting head is also a huge threat, so very nice job for him. And now he's also got a farm lead. Oh, Zalrudo's jumping in for some nice damage here from this Echo. Oh, the flash on
Yurmu's
Yurmu's.
getting flashed. Wow.
Oh! No, he lives.
2-for-1 flashes. Braum not even. I think Braum could have jumped there for safety, but yeah, it was pretty brutal to lose 2 flashes there for just the one on the support and not end up with anything.
I will say it is a good thing though, because Zyra is a super squishy, very immobile support, so no flash. We can see again what happened earlier. You land a Braum Q and you just go in.
Menbung's gonna be spotted at this dragon. Maya's going in. Menbung's gonna try to turn. He is taking from the damage from the dragon though, but he's got so much health regen. Here comes the rest of his team to back up. Can they get him in time before he goes down? They do actually. So a great pickup for POPO. Frank's gonna flash in and use the ignite here on Menbug, picking up a kill on himself. The ultimate from Braum gonna be used, getting the return kill. Misfortune bullet time gonna be blocked here in the end, so not gonna get anything. So in the end, a 2v1 for POPO and a nice couple of kills there.
Yeah,
Or just a
Menbug
1v1,
actually
excuse me.
spotted the dragon really early when he was in the Kindred ult there to get some health back and help him win that 1v1. But then he obviously went down after to the Vlad. So really well played by him.
But again, more and more flashes we're seeing getting blown. We saw another flash blown from Panic to secure that kill, and these are going to end up costing some people because once Vladimir's down on flash, he has no mobility. I mean, he does have the pool, but if he gets CC'd by the Braum or the Echo, it's pretty much curtains for him.
Yeah, I think in that fight, Maya could have kited it out a little bit better, because you've got the ranged, and Trundle, if Trundle gets on top of you to auto attack, it's gonna definitely win that every time. So you kite it out, let the dragon do the damage.
Yeah, especially when the dragon is an ocean. It has the slug. So it's gonna be really hard for an ultimate coming down from the top lane, StarCraft. Pressing the ultimate himself, trying to walk away. Maya coming in with the damage. Are they gonna dive? No, it looks like StarCraft's gonna go in. The counter gauge from Menbug. Menbug him down, getting the auto reset off, taking down the god of death.
Exclamation point, Ma, nay.
Mane.
Jeez.
Nice play by Menbug, though. Great counter gank by him. That pillar was awesome. His pillars have been on point this game. I mean, really, he's been pushing POPO so far ahead with the Braum as well, but some great ganks.
Especially to counter that Kindred when you know your Mundo's going to heal back up a little bit from that ultimate. Land some cleavers for the additional slows and just really able to bring it all back for him. And again, you saw kind of the penalty there. Neither of them had flash, but Trundle has slows.
And it looks
so
like
Trundle's
they
able to close that distance.
are going to pick up that Rift Herald, so maybe try to get a first tower with it somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh.
Popo's winning the objective game.
Oh, here
One
comes
enough.
the ultimate. It's gonna. Oh, can we get a health? Was it below 5? I think it was.
It was at 12.
Here comes the ultimate from Blad, trying to turn this a nice W from Zawarudo, actually, but backed off a little bit. As we see another Kindred stack spawning at the Wraiths.
Oh, it went down to 4 health. Woo.
Oh, yikes.
4 health.
Wow.
Wow.
That was close.
Unlucky.
It's nice of a Donville to tank a couple shots there, so that was always good too.
Yeah, Chris would never tank
Support's
anything.
gotta
Chris
save the
nor
carry every once
Fudgy
in
would
a while.
ever tank anything at all for me.
No.
That is so wrong.
I mean, I can't blame them.
Listen,
take-
buddy.
I think tons of things.
Uh-oh.
I think.
Heading at the top half, getting hit up by this pillar.
You take Morgana vines. It's almost like you can't dodge.
Blitz hooks.
Yeah. I'm doing it for you.
You know, you're right. I never looked at it that way.
Yeah. I mean, one of us has to.
Vlad
hand
doesn't
it.
have his pool. They could get a kill here. There's one stack on him now. They're gonna back out.
Oh, Vlad's too safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Echo
Or
doesn't
more
have the mana
tanks,
right
probably.
now either.
Hey, Sean and Maye's farm.
Hey, nice.
Can we get an A Lamau in chat?
Oh,
Or can we get a nice
baby.
in chat?
Here comes
Matching
the
farm at
fights.
13 minutes. Nice.
Man.
Stream is really jittery because I have a garbage
man.
computer. As Rift Herald's going to be used top, Call of the Forge God is going to try to defend this here. They are taking a lot of damage from the tower, but Rift Herald's still pounding away. Here's Maye. Oh, Menbug with the smite slow and the W to try to escape. Oh, but the slow from Maye is going to... Nope. Flash is going to happen. Here comes Frank. Panic at the top hat, still trying to do something. Nope.
And
Mine
Shelly
those
is still
slows
working
are
on the
so
minion
much.
warrior.
Shelly's
Oh.
just kind of hanging out. Come on, Shelly.
Doesn't Shelly killing minions give it to the person that spawned it? Am I wrong? Could be wrong.
Yes.
Uh,
No, it does. Meanwhile, in the mid lane though,
Ooh,
the tower's
Membo
probably
hits
going
that.
down. Oh, not quite. It was close.
It's very close, but we're seeing a lot of the pressure being from Popo actually this game, in the side and the mid lane, the top and the mid lane there. With Jabberman Kurtz just kind of chilling out in the bot lane with his Blade of the Rune King completed against the Donville, who only has parts at this point.
Uh oh.
Oh no!
Ooh, flash exhaust.
Ultimate.
Ooh.
Looks like a dead misfortune to me, boys. Goodbye.
Oh wait, a no health, a
And
no mana Ornn though.
Jabberman Kurtz going melee range against the Ornn, doesn't really have anywhere to go though. Low in the heel, Rafal, no mana, looking pretty low.
Oh!
The Ignite coming out from Zyra. It was so close, but they blast plan out, and no lives are lost on the side of Popo's pecking order.
I'm pretty sure Super Bomby saved his life by using his target stack. I could be wrong,
I think-
but I'm like 90%
It
positive he
was
saved his
the
life
heel.
with it.
He had a lot of. It was very close, man.
I want to point out that if they didn't nerf the Lucian
Oh!
slowing, damage to minions, he totally would have killed Ornn there.
Oh, he might have. Yeah.
Because those minions saved him.
Hmm?
The minions.
Maya, now knowing that the bot lane of Popo's back is gonna go for this dragon, with his bot lane there and his mid lane there, I don't see any reason that they would be able to trade, but first tower is already actually down top lane. And
Yeah,
Starcraft's
Mundo might take
going
a
for
second.
Yeah, it's looking pretty close here. Mundo actually getting pushed off by the Ornn. Ornn's looking a little bit tankier than Mundo right now, actually.
Not if Trundle has anything to say about it.
Not if journalism. You're not wrong. But a good dragon pickup, giving the tanks the sustain they're going to need in the side lanes to try and push against that Mundo.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's the 7th to kill differential with the one turret, but I mean, it's still a pretty close game. It's only about 3k, a little
Popo
less than
can still
3k.
throw.
So yeah, Popo can still throw. That's what I'm trying to say.
This game's by no means over, but it's looking really good for POPO. This is exactly where they want to be. Well, maybe 2 deaths less, but give or take.
I'm just
Memes
waiting on the
aside.
Baron, and then Maie jumps over the wall to keep it alive.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh, an ultimate from Panic at the top act. That's gonna be a lot of damage going to Zoruto. Zoruto blowing the ultimate. The ignite going down, so he's not getting that much health back. Shield.
Oh!
And here comes Medbung
Oh!
trying to counter. Getting bursted. Oh my goodness. Medbung's kind of caught out by the call of the Forge God. Panic's looking a little low.
I think he might be able to fight this. Oh,
Here
no,
goes
yeah.
Maie getting some damage down with the red smite and the slow coming out finally. Maie landing a lot of damage. Benbung trying to get some speed up with the
red buff.
Oh my goodness! How much
Oh!
HP is that? That was,
Opie?
that was
Opie?
at least 20 HP. In the meantime, they're chasing all these kills. Look what's happening top lane. There's StarCraft. Goodbye tower.
You went down to 10.
Oh, nice ultimate from Super Kami. Is he gonna live? He lives! They have no... Does he have flash? No, he's dead. He tried. Now they're just gonna 4-man dive. But
But at the same time,
StarCraft...
they're going for all these kills. StarCraft is top on the inhib tower. What's the... They can't get anything for these.
Looks like they can get a tower and 2 kills. So I'd say that alone is something.
I mean,
But StarCraft's half health of inhib tower.
oh my gosh.
And it might
He's
go
gonna
down.
get it.
He's gonna go for it.
He has no reason not to.
He's
He's gotta hurry though. He's gotta hurry.
He's got it.
He got it.
It's gone.
Wow.
They lost 2 towers.
Yikes. Yeah, hate to see that.
Yeah, I hate to see that, boys. That is some just. That's some improved macro play, I'd say, from the side of POPO.
I think Mai's got to be getting a bullet.
I like how he says improved macro play, like as if they could do anything else, because StarCraft doesn't have TP, so he's just like, I'm pushing,
by
man.
macro play, I mean he's just fucked.
I'm
He
Mundo.
just pushes stuff.
I do as
Family
I
stream,
please.
Sorry.
Yikes.
Family stream. Yikes.
Find.
Yeah. I'll donate.
Oh.
I'll donate my sub to the stream. One sec.
Wow. Look at that damage
Ooh,
just in
nice
the pool.
dodge
Oh,
there.
that was close.
Did Panic at the top hat just ult there?
He sure
Was
did.
that, was that a hashtag panic ult?
Oh my gosh.
Greatest caster.
We're just gonna let that one sink in.
It's a slow burn.
Our,
It's a-
our
it's a
cast
good
can,
burn.
our cast consists of bad jokes, fudgy tilting,
I'm always
memes.
tilted. That's my secret.
Attempts at entertainment. So
Are you not entertained?
It looks like
bottom
Popo's actually
tower.
shifting their focus to the bottom side of the map to try and get this tower down prior to the Baron, so that their wave is able to actually build up and get larger, and they're able to actually focus on that side of the map, leaving Code and Carries Next Door kind of dealing with this big wave down there.
Yeah, Poe just got another free turret.
Yeah, that was a nice
Yeah.
pickup.
But they might walk into 4 members here taking this river route. I think they sniff it out and walk around it, but that could have been dangerous if not for one ward in the side brush there, saving their hides.
I mean,
God.
Popo's just got to do what they've been doing. Just send the Mundo there.
Yeah,
Mundo goes
send
where
the-
he pleases.
send
Like,
the
you
Mundo to
can't
the side.
stop him at this point. Rafal cannot fight him anymore.
And you know what? Mundo's TP is up. Mundo can just head bot. Mundo goes where he pleases though, and is just staying with the team.
Yeah.
I don't think their team is very good at taking Baron this early, and without any Mountain Dragons, I think it's hard. So yeah, I agree. I think maybe having Mundo he's gonna have to go top now with the open inhib, But get him in that side lane. They have a hard time reacting to it because you can tell the side of CNCND they want to group up and fight, but they don't really know how to deal with the Mundo split push and also defend. Or also be
Especially
aggressive.
Mundo's, even though he doesn't really have any mobility abilities, he's one of the more slippery champions. With the constant slows from his Q and then the move speed from his ultimate, he's really hard to actually pin down. Especially for a team with only 4 forms of CC, really coming down there. So it's gonna be tough, and they're gonna have to send the Orin to deal with it. And I don't know that he I don't even know if he has the option anymore, since he only has really Mercury treads to kind of deal with the damage that comes out of Mundo. Mundo being primarily AP. It's gonna be tough.
We do see an Infernal Dragon spawning right now, so...
So another big objective, yeah, on the other side of the map. Top lane, it looks like top lane is actually pushing out for POPO, which is going to be really good for them. Because they're going to have to send someone to respond with no tower. So I think, if I counted correctly, or maybe I'm just...
No, it looks like it's pushing in, but...
Oh man, I am a derp, guys.
There is the outer tower available, so...
Yeah.
It'll crash.
Yeah, it'll crash and reset and bounce back, yeah. So if they're able to stall this up, it doesn't look like they can. Venom carries a sword, bursting this dragon down super hard, and the smite coming down, securing that dragon before Venom carries next door.
Yeah, I mean, you got 280 carries, a Zyra. They're gonna take that dragon real quick. So.
Yeah, I think
Nice call.
overall the superior. I mean, just evidenced by that dragon, the superior neutral objective control has to be on the side of Codename Heroes of Storm. They want a team fight. They have 280 carries. And now they have another Drake, too, to work with in terms of damage. So it's just going to be really tough for any sort of contest to go on from the side of Popo's pecking order. But I think they're going to look for a couple of slow-pushing minion waves and potentially sending that Mundo. It looks like they're going to keep him top lane, but Codename Heroes of Storm actually positioning around the Baron now.
Yeah, this Misfortune needs to get some farm. Right now, all she's got
Oh.
is the Yomus and boots. Like that is no damage right now. Mundo will gladly ult and heal through the entire
Wow.
Misfortune bullet time, and Trundle will be able to live through it. Braum just will block it, so it doesn't even matter. But like,
you do
there's
see
not enough damage coming out from this MF right now.
Maya's jungle item is indeed the color yellow. Blood Razor, that's what yeah, it was Blood Razor. I thought that wasn't it. But he does have the Blood Razor to kind of try and tear through those tanks as the alternative 80 carry if Adonville can't do it. So it looks, I think Adonville, maybe his job is to deal with the squishies in these corridors. And they're actually going to rely heavily on Maya's kind of on hit to maybe deal with that, the tankier members of Popo's pecking order.
Yeah, none of the damage dealers on the side of CND actually have grievous wounds for Mundo. So if Mundo actually groups and fights, like if he doesn't auto the Ornn, he's gonna heal for his full amount, and that's gonna be really hard for Misfortune and Vlad to deal with. Kindred may have a little bit easier time, but
I think, I'm
specifically
going
those
to be
two.
honest, guys. I think the Mundo's building incorrectly, not building the Phantom Dancer Infinity Edge Mundo build.
Oh yeah, well,
That's a
If
classic.
anyone's seen that or played that, it's probably one of the most fun things in League of Legends to do. But definitely try it out in your home games. I guess maybe not consistent enough for PMA LCS standards, but going more of the standard tank route for our Mundo.
Yeah, I mean, you've already got a Trundle and a Braum on your team to tank.
seriously, just go full damage.
Go full damage. What's the worst that could happen?
Full lethality Mundo.
The only reason I bring it up is the masochism damage on his
Oh,
is insane. StarCraft actually getting caught by Maya. Maya having the red buff.
oh my God,
StarCraft
Maya did
pressing
damage
R, running away as fast as he can, healing up so much. He's already full.
Meanwhile, they're on Baron.
This is the sneakiest
Oh my
Baron ever.
God.
They don't even know.
Can
They have no
figure it
idea.
out? It looks like Yermus is walking over the
Yep,
back
they're
wall.
gonna find
they got
it.
a ward. They know. Popo's back order has to back off of this.
They get Cloud's not panic. He's by himself right now. They're just gonna run.
One's TPing right now.
The Ornn ultimate. Oh my goodness, this is come out super bomby girl now. It looks like he's going down.
Oh, the noble sacrifice.
Yeah, he's the one that has to go. And now they're gonna look to re-engage for the team fight, but their ultimates
They
are
can try and burn down Baron real quick here. Maye still has ult up, and you don't have StarCraft's ult anymore.
But there's a full, I mean, he's a full health Mundo still, you know, it's going to be tough to deal with. Maybe he's able to do something. There's no Vladimir ulti, there's no Misfortune ulti, there's no Ornn ultimate.
Ooh.
I think now's the time to go in.
Oh.
We see the Lucian bursting down the Vladimir. Maya leaving the pit to try and press on. Oh my goodness, there's so much damage coming out. Trundle on the back line, running behind his team. He's not going to be able to tank for them that way. Oh my goodness, man, what are you doing? It was just tragedy. The two carries weren't able to step off of the. It was damned if you do, damned if you don't. The Kindred ultimate, saving the carries of Codename Carries Next Door and just damning the carries from POPO's pecking order. Impossible fight for them to win.
Yeah, I think it kind of doesn't help that they don't have a lot of like hard lockdown CC other than the Braum. So champions like Zyra and Misfortune can kind of just free roam and do what they need to because they don't really have hard CC on them.
Yep, and part of it is that anytime someone tries to run into the backline, and you saw it there, Yuramoose just slams the root down, and it's almost a Morgana bind at this point. It's about 1.5 seconds, I think. So it really hurts. It really hurt the Trundle trying to come in from the backline. If Trundle got onto that backline and didn't get rooted, that was a different fight. But the Zyra root landed that time, and it just tore through the enemy team at that point.
Yeah, it worked out really well. Yuramoose was able to land the root onto, I think, both Jabberman and Zawarudo there, and then just immediately ulted, so nothing else could be done in that area, and you just got to kite back at that point. But unfortunately, it could have been such a easier cleanup, but Panic just got deleted, absolutely deleted, right towards the start of that fight. So if Vladimir would have been around a little bit longer, I think it would have just been a clean sweep. They could have taken Baron, but yeah.
And it looks like Codename Carries
well played, though.
Use that time that they gained from their fight to try and get this vision around this Ocean Dragon and really kind of group up on it. They have ultimates available again. I think all of them actually. It's pretty crazy. So they're gonna be the ones that really have all the pressure here for this. So it looks like POPO is gonna ignore the dragon, try and push up mid.
They might rotate top because it's an open inlet.
Yeah, they could rotate top for the tower, but right now Mundo's there. There's an Ornn ultimate coming down. Call the Forge got blocked by the Braum. Really well played. Panic on top of it though, going in on the backline, dealing some extra damage. Gentleman Kurt's doing the best he can to cut it out, stunning the Vladimir. The Vladimir is gonna go down. Here comes the ultimate from Kindred, saving his own life, running away. Rafal getting low, but Membung getting lower and going down. Zawarudo trying to dash out of this fight. And a disengage coming out. Meanwhile,
but Mundo
untouched on the inhibitor. See, if he had a Phantom Dancer and Infinity Edge right here, he would be dead.
He's gonna run! Run, Mundo, run!
Mundo has no run. Oh, Mundo run. Mundo, I don't know if he can get out of this one. Charges out. Wow, it draws the floor.
Wow.
So even though Codename Carries Next Door won the team fight, they can't do anything with it. Yet again, another just well played macro decision making from StarCraft and the side of POPO's pecking order as a whole. Kind of taking that fight, picking off some key members, and ending up giving them nothing.
Did Trundle? Why are you not going for Blade of the Ruined King? You need that so badly.
I think Trundle ulted the Vlad in that fight, and so once they were left to deal with the Ornn, he's a really tanky guy, and they don't have a lot of shred on the side of POPO. So
yeah, for real.
Well, I mean, what do AD carries do anymore, anyways, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, if this was a Mordekaiser instead of a Lucian, I would think POPO would be up at least 10k right now.
I think if this was an Irelia instead of a Lucian, it'd be GG, so that's all.
New Aatrox. Game number 2.
Oh, kill me. I don't want to see that champion in any of my games.
He
looks like a hot mess. That was an interesting call.
That was an aggressive Ornn ult.
Yeah.
Braum's not here to block it, let's go.
StarCraft trying to walk away from Panic, but getting constantly slowed. Does he have his
They do have the Grievous Wounds.
Just barely. Yeah, the Grievous Wounds is on the Vladimir now. But Vladimir looking like he's going to get caught out here. Zawarudo trying to dive in. Gemman Kurt's trying to kite back. Goes down to the Kindred. Meanwhile, the support, or the mid laner's in there too deep. And, oh my goodness, 3 down.
He's alive!
Oh
my
gosh.
But StarCraft is unrelenting. He's going to go for this kill whether he gives up Baron or not. So POPO's pecking order ends up taking down 1 for 3, and Codename Carries Next Door.
This is where StarCraft TPs to that top ward up there and tries to get the inhib.
It's gonna be too slow.
What's the saying? POPO could still throw?
Pope. See, this was the one thing with Popo's comp that they didn't want to have happen. They got engaged.
CNCD's got a lead now. 3K gold lead for CNCD now. CNCND, that one.
Yeah, that's not hard to say at all.
Yeah, it seems like Popo is just having some trouble keeping the damage off of their carries, really. Zarudo and Jetman Kurtz being some of the first people to go down in that fight, and really being the only people. Mundo and the Baram there not really being able to tank much of their damage at all. It also was just kind of focused onto those carries. It was really tough for them. It's probably just a factor of them being so short range.
Yeah, like their Panic at the Top Hat was busy running away in that fight, but you had the Kindred and the Zyra just hitting everybody with all of their skills, and with Kindred having the Runaan's Hurricane right now, is able to just do so much damage if Popo's balls up. So didn't even have to use the ultimate, I don't believe, in that fight at all. So well played by them.
Menman's found out that a lot of his jungle is warded. That's what he's found.
Oh!
A little catch on to Yuramus. Yuramus flashes away, gets out. Maie is there to back him up, but no real fight. Just a couple of blown ultimates and a top wave that's pushing in. Fourth side of Code carries next door.
Those would have been huge picks for Team Momentum if they could have got those. Oh, but they might get this one instead.
Overextending pretty badly. Zarudo.
Oh no, they don't want this fight.
Whoopsie daisy. Oh my goodness. Going in, going out. Dashing in, dashing out. Jetman Kurtz dealing a lot of damage, but leaving as his two tanks are kind of low. Mundo, meanwhile, in the top lane trying to answer the call.
He's got Baron minions. He's got to be careful. I mean, he is Mundo.
Does
he?
I don't even know why I say things.
I think one has to be careful.
What is this
Starcraft
champion?
Doesn't even care.
What
Starcraft,
is this champion?
Oh, look, you have another champion with you. I'll kill him too. I'll kill him too. Give me that.
Oh my god, he actually got out.
They saved him though.
That blast plan was.
Well,
I think it's a factor of the Vladimir having.
Honestly, why aren't they pushing mid? Why didn't they take mid right there?
Because I
They
don't
had
know.
minions there.
You gotta want to kill the Mundo, man. It's like a pride thing, Opie. You know.
All that healing was
No, I mean, like, after they got that disengage, they could have just taken mid. They had a huge wave
With
and Baron.
Yeah.
I think it looks like they're prioritizing the bot and then the dragon. Maie actually respawning now, running straight for it. So it's a winning
but
Drake too.
pushing top.
Also, let me, viewers, let me know if the audio is better. I turned their mics up and stuff. Honestly, I didn't think people really actually wanted to hear what they had to say, so I just had them super quiet.
Yeah.
No, just.
Air Drake, the most important of all.
Ooh, fourth. But Mundo's pushing top. If they could get a fight here, they could.
Oh,
oh
Mundo's
my
teleporting in.
Oh, Mundo's teleporting.
Ooh, MF pulled over the whole team. Hits.
Oh!
Re-engage from the Ornn.
Here comes a big disengage. Membon can land a clutch pillar here. It could be. Oh my goodness, the clutch ultimate from Braum. Disengaging the team fight, and they just walk away with their lives, giving up only the dragon. That's pretty incredible that no one died from the Zyra Misfortune Wombo combo.
Yeah, that was a ton of damage.
That was a ton of
Nothing
damage.
got blocked there, yeah, so.
Yeah. Well, due to the knockup, there was nothing they could even do. I mean, that was the thing, they had to predict the Misfortune off and just throw the shield down, in which case Misfortune could just wait. Again, catching them in these situations where there's not really a way to win except by disengaging and staying all alive.
Alright, Donville's got the Duskblade.
Oh baby, gonna start
Yomu's
popping out those
Duskblade
beats.
Black Cleaver build is
I think
online.
the top hat is also up to 100 farm on the mid laner. A lot of gold here. Let's see how much gold is that.
I think one thing I might like to see from the
3K
Donville
gold.
is actually starting to itemize into either crit here or into
I think
at
he's
least
got to
some
get an
attack speed.
Executioner's. Has to get an Executioner's. You've gone
At that
for
point,
gone
you
for
go-
this build. You have to like finish it off
You
essentially.
go for the Executioners and you go for Blade of the Rune King.
Generous jungler.
It's a possibility. I'm throwing it out there. I don't know what's going through Donville's mind. My mind would be, I need to kill these fat, thick tanks, and I can't yet.
maybe Last Whisper. Like, get your
Yeah, I was gonna say
executioner
you've
and
got the lethality. Just go Last Whisper and get the executioners calling, so they can't heal up as much.
I think this would be a
And
good
your ult
time
will
to
do
roll
so
with
much
that
more.
Dust Blade.
Yeah.
Last item, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
the
Maya
big
getting
Maya,
caught
maybe?
out. Just jumping
Nice
away.
bindings from Uramus, though.
Raffle trying to.
Hey!
Oh! Rafal going deep.
Fall's just might be a little too deep there, honestly. They didn't really get a chance to punish though. On the side of Popo's pecking order, kind of playing it safe there and just trying to wait for your weather the storm.
Only 2 ults used there. One from Rafal, one from Super Bomby, though, so everything is still available from both teams, essentially.
It's a pretty close game, actually. Well, the goal difference is actually pretty big. I mean, 6K gold lead now and 4 dragons is a lot, but it feels pretty close. I still feel like Popo can pull this one through.
Yeah,
It literally comes down to positioning and fights. And
Yeah, it's
shooting.
gonna be tough. If they're able to dodge those ultimates,
They gotta kill that misfortune. Again, it's just so hard to kill her. Like their hard CC abilities rely heavily on Braum. Oh, Ornn time.
this is a really good play from Popo's pecking order, trying to get this Ornn down. Getting the pillar. Raffle has nowhere to go. Rafal, I'm sorry. Call the Forge God coming down to try and defend himself and stall for his team, but his team's not responding. His team's going
They're
mid
going
lane.
mid, though.
They're all recalling on the side of Popo's pecking order, trying to respond and save
Oh, and you got
the
Uramus who's trying to stop the backs.
Oh, he
Uramus
did stop.
able
He
to
stopped two
stop
of their backs.
Jackson Hurts. They can't fight this. They can't defend this inhibitor without their AD carry.
It's
can't
gone.
defend it 'cause
Isn't
it's
it
dead.
gone?
It's dead. You're right.
What a rotation. I think that was led there by Panic at the top head, who was already pushing the mid lane, and as soon as he saw 4 top for the Ornn, it was go time. Ooh, they might be caught out here.
Gemman Chris
They're
flashing
100%
away,
caught
dashing away, pressing hard, doesn't do anything. Maya takes it down. Final shot, but here comes the stun from Echo. Echo just bursting. That Kindred disappearing. Menbung in the back line. The Panic top hat in the front line. Panic looking a little low, but Zawarudo looking a little bit lower. Pressing hard, getting out of there. StarCraft trying to throw these cleavers, trying to catch up to this Fortune, but she's a little too fast. Switching onto the Panic top hat. Panic top hat goes down.
Who's gonna kill this Mundo?
Mundo goes. Gets the kill on Trundle, but Mundo is full HP.
Who's
You
gonna
can't
kill him?
stop this man. There's no killing him. He's too big. He's thick, boy. Man.
What looks like almost every flash, except for Rafal's, was burned during that fight. That fight looks so good for CNCND, but then Zawaruda was able to just land the stun onto Maye, so couldn't ult to save his life.
Yeah, they honestly
They
got
got the
pretty
pop.
isolated there by Zawarudo and the stun and threatening that backline, which really let the Vladimir take kind of the full brunt of the rest of Popo's pecking order, which really led to them having Scud and Cares and Star having to back off of a fight that they really almost won, if not for that flank.
Well, they're on Baron right now. They're trying to burn it down.
They have the damage. Gemman Cares trying to
And
look to
Maye
go-
went with a Bloodthirster build instead.
Awful knocking up 2. Calling up
Menbug's
the
on the
Forge
back
God
line right
again.
now.
Getting stunned, ulting the wrong way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here's a
MF ulted on everybody!
MF ult, yeah, it hits everybody, but StarCraft is too tanky. Looks like Popo's Penguin is trying to back off, but they only have the Vladimir chasing. They can't turn it, though, as Conan Carries and Store sets their sights on the base of Popo's
2
Penguin.
for none, and they got Baron off that. What a call.
Yeah, that might be game here. I don't know.
It's
They've
pretty
already got
close.
super minions in the
Really
mid lane.
risky.
No, they got it. They got it.
Yeah,
They're
forfeit
burning
club
it so
members,
fast. 280 carries.
Yeah. GG.
Here we go. Oh,
Wow.
GG.
What a call there at the end. Holy moly.
Yeah, pretty clutch Baron, but they had the damage. They had all the Drakes. They had all the gold. They had 280 carries. There's no way to stop that Baron.
Yeah, you hit, you know, the Zyra root, the Zyra ult, and MF ult over 4 people from Popos. That was what started off as a really awkward fight turned into a really good one.
And let's be honest, the consistent CC that was coming out of Euromoose and Rafal were like almost irreplaceable this game. The amount of times I was shouting about a good call to Forge God versus the one time it went backwards was just immense. And I think it went backwards because he was trying to disengage. He was trying to get out because he was going to take too much damage. And it was really just a lot of smart choices from the CC and setting up the Donville and Panic to really push through the damage onto the squishies and Maya to really take down those objectives and the really thicker boys of Popo's Pecking.
The members of Popo, there's only one member on the side of Popo did less damage than the highest damage dealing member of CNCND. That's by 700 gold, and it was the Mundo over the Ornn. That's crazy.
Mundo most damage on the
Mundo
team.
did more damage than Maye.
Alright, so we're going to take a break really quickly. We're going to put my hamster that is dying in my computer to rest. Get a new streamer in here because I got, yeah, he's dead. So we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. And we're giving a mystery skin away after game number 2. And if your name is Midnight Wisp, you can't win. Okay, bye-bye.
Yay, that's not me.